if I could leave a sigh with like the drow sign with just like a pause, just like make hand gestures would be like dot 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 like
Ellipses with hand gestures,
right.
sure.
Rilinid looks at Alauneari and Rae'nkalar.
Meanwhile, Trislin understands nothing.
That's fine.
Continuing to explore what is ever is left of this place might be an idea, though. I mean, part of me wonders how many kobolds could be in this place. Again, kobolds breed quite quickly, if I remember.
Well, we could climb up that ledge and follow whatever tunnel the kobolds have made, but...
It would not be a problem for some of us.
Related science. I have two concerns. First, there might be more traps if we do not know how many kobolds there are. Second, there is still the creature I saw during my watch yesterday. We have not yet met it. We might still. It might be the reason the kobolds are here. I am not sure whether we are in the condition to face it right now.
Then signals back, come back later, question mark?
Alauneari frowns. I think we should at least see what's in here a little further. If there's a lot more, we can always come back later.
We have time.
No, it's very well done. Burp, 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 burp.
Snake! Snake!
Mm-hmm.
This will be entertaining. I don't know.
I'm killing Ocelot. Yes, I am.
Wow.
If you're climbing a rope, it's enough.
Falls
Get-
on his
get-
face!
I would have, of course, taken 10 here.
Of course.
Well, then why did you roll? Come on.
I don't know, that was a mistake, sorry.
Fumbles and falls
You
right,
don't know how to use radio buttons either, right?
right on top of Alauneari.
Why is my climb so low?
I don't know, why is your climb so low? You're a
Protect
ranger,
the
you
building.
should be...
It shouldn't be that though.
Shouldn't be?
Maybe, it's an alternate universe in which...
Oh, I didn't mark it as class skill, okay.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, Alauneari,
Alauneari is stuck.
I will give you my climber's kit if you don't have one.
Zero. Like, no.
I will
No,
take
she will get up here eventually.
Yeah, I'll give you my climber's kit. That's a +2 on the check.
It's
Which means you can take 10.
rather undignified, probably.
Rilinid regrets not seeing this somewhere in the back of his head. Like, unceremonious fall he hears behind.
The
Right,
crunch.
Tristan.
Alright, let's... Oh, he went around the corner.
I thought it would, just edging myself off the grid. That's how I like to travel, off the grid.
Yes, that's what I've heard about you.
Mm-hmm. I'm incognito, baby, just like my browser. You should never give me alone talking time. This
No,
always goes
no.
bad.
No, this is turning out horribly.
There's gonna be another gnome in here to see, yeah.
No, darn it. Alright, yes. Mm-hmm.
Don't trust it. Taking 10 on my perception as I go.
Let's see, that is 25, right?
Yeah.
Alright. Yes, you do notice something.
Fantastic.
You notice that there is a tripwire here that leads up to another sort of collection of alchemist fire hanging up here.
Rilinid looks at it, realizes that he doesn't trust his family, mage hands the thing, yanks it.
Right, the alchemist fire falls down and explodes. Burns for a bit, and then burns out.
We hear an explosion.
Rilinid peeks his head back around, signs back, triggering the traps in advance for you.
Rain, you don't seem to... he'll nod to this, but he doesn't seem to like the idea that Rilinid had to do all this for us.
It's like it's like I could disable this. They might somehow fuck it up anyway. It's like, how do I disable a tripwire? Like,
It's possible,
Then
but
shrugs and questions his brother's definition of stealth.
Well, as he gets up here, he sees another tripwire here. And it leads to what seems to be 2 armed crossbows that sort of loaded behind a small pile of rubble here.
cute. Isn't that adorable? Step over the tripwire. Peer around this corner to make sure there's no ambush. Alright. Now, I can disable device these things. But because, all I need to do is take the bolts out of them, right?
It's not super difficult to
Yeah,
disable this.
cool. Yeah.
you know how to use a crossbow.
Yep. Well, there we go. The crossbows no longer fire, and just sort of for giggles afterwards, Rilinid will step out of line of fire, mage hand the tripwire, watch it do nothing. Nuts.
Fdunk.
If it still fires something, then you'd have an interesting day.
That's why I stepped out of the way first, in case there were crossbows
magic
on the ceiling. Yeah.
Take the bolts, coat them in drow poison, put them back.
Oh, it's much better. Alright, so Rilinid looks into a small chamber. It is clear that this has been some sort of nesting place for the kobolds. There's a lot of straw and sort of rubble and things around here. He also sees a few eggshells on the ground, suggesting that this might have been a kobold nurturing chamber. He does also notice that there is a small tunnel in this wall.
Oh, I fucking knew it. Goddamn little shits.
But he also notices there is a lot of tracks and things leading all around here, but all of them seems to be going into this tunnel.
Well, let's gotta make sure he gives the sort of the den a good look, checking the ceiling, and making sure there's no traps, surprise, or kobolds hiding in the refuse.
Nope, that seems to be empty to him.
In that case, Rilinid's going to let out a loud, stony elven curse.
It rings down the corridor.
Rilinid's negative bother, and they say, "As I expected, the damn little things have dug tunnels. They've all fled." And Rilinid just peers the small tunnel. It's gonna be squeeze territory, right?
It's way beyond squeezing even for him.
Yeah. I'd have to grease myself up and escape artist myself through that shit repeatedly.
Probably. Yes, it is squeeze size for kobolds.
That is tiny.
That means they move really slowly, right?
We can still catch that.
Well, I mean, Trislan can make a small earth elemental that can fly through earth as if it was water.
And if anyone can communicate with earth elementals, we can even get it to scout for us.
It's true. You could get it
speaks
as a scout.
Terran.
Yeah.
If only someone spoke Terran.
As a matter of fact, I do.
There we go.
Perfectly for rock, pebbles, dirt, any sort of earthy thing.
And
it's small already.
Even metals.
The spell lasts for 4 minutes. It can go pretty far within a 4 minutes time.
Make another one afterwards.
Certainly a worthy idea. It's better than Rilinid just sort of glowering at the whole, the fuck am I supposed to do with this?
Jonas, we throw an earth elemental into the hole.
Okay.
It doesn't even have to be so much well, it can be. It just burrows through you flawlessly.
Do you control it telepathically, or do you give it orders?
I think it has to be given orders in advance.
Alright, so what order do you give it?
You can talk to it. It's
Search
intelligent.
and destroy.
Search and destroy.
Basically, kill all the kobolds.
Or
Bring anything of value back.
there you go.
All right. Dives in.
Shouldn't have a problem in there.
And so we wait for 4 minutes. It's enough time to take 20 on 2 perception checks.
Let's have a look around this room, shall we?
Hmm.
3.5 minutes later, it returns. It seems to have a bit of blood on one of its claw arms. Other than that, sort of hovers. Or stands. I don't know what does an earth elemental do.
It
It's a
stands.
burst speed and a walk speed, so.
Then it stands there.
Nothing brought back.
Just
Like-
to.
the case, maybe, it can be asked whether it was able to find a path for larger creatures into wherever the kobolds were.
Well, it will report back that the tunnel seems to continue for several hundred feet. After that, it opens up into what seems to be some sort of natural cavern area. He reports that he found one kobold that he killed. The others he didn't see.
Well, stuff we're going to be able to do then. Okay. Well, we know that the Duragar had to have been mining from somewhere, or there had to be some purpose for this. Like, this can't just be the end-all, be-all of the purpose of this mountain. The problem is that the thing might have caved in at some point during the numerous shakes that have hit the Azov there.
Yeah.
You have certainly seen signs of cave-ins in these tunnels. I mean, some of them end pretty abruptly at
Yes.
cave-ins and stuff.
So you did say in the big chamber thing, we did see some metals on the ceiling or something?
Yes.
Would we be able to identify what they are?
Yes. You can certainly do that with appropriate knowledge check. Or profession, even, if you have that.
Profession minor, yeah.
Yeah, profession minor. Knowledge like geology or something. I don't know.
I was going to
Nature?
they say there's no geology. I just checked that. I was like, damn.
There's geography.
Well, clearly metals are part of alchemy.
Clearly metals are used in buildings, so engineering.
Engineering.
Engineering could work.
Some holy symbols are made of metal. So,
And some
yeah,
metals are
true.
worshipped, so...
Oh.
Let's try working this out between us all.
No. I don't think it's worthwhile. Just a bunch of fucking metal in
Yep.
a ceiling that
Might as
maybe
well
we
go.
could make use out of, or whatever.
Nope.
Maybe it's adamantine and we don't even realize it.
Adamantine.
Yeah, we found the abandoned adamantine mine with tons of adamantine still left in it.
Because you usually abandon those.
Yeah.
But what if it wasn't voluntary?
I'm pretty sure Duragar would see this as a big fucking deal, and they would have made more than a colony out of it.
With a roll of 9, Rae'nkalar cannot identify the metal.
I had a feeling not. And it was rolled 2.
we can assume then that it's not like iron, right?
Well, with a 9, I mean...
No.
Well, Zyn's not doing any better here.
You people are disappointments.
I only have a +7.
Where was Profession Minor, huh? Why didn't you take that breadth of knowledge feat that allows you to make all profession checks on... Gives
I
you
was
a
tempted
+2.
to, actually. I was tempted.
Everyone loves the skill checks.
Absolutely. I love skill checks.
And intelligence check 5 is not enough either.
Okay, not that right. So, at any rate, the kobolds have vanished. They could very well easily return the moment we vanish. Unless there was some sort of other passageway, like in that dining feast area to the north that you guys didn't notice. Or some other passageway somewhere else on the mountain that leads into it, perhaps further up, although there's no pathway. We're kinda done here.
Yep.
Because Jonas wants to be.
Guess we start
No.
working our way out.
I mean, we could just to be kind of like make another elemental and tell it to break the tunnel.
Could. I don't have my item yet that allows me to reshape the wall. It costs a lot of money.
I mean, most I could do is turn the... I don't know, can the Traveler's Any Tool be turned into a pickaxe?
Yes, yes,
Yes,
it can.
it can. Well, pickaxes counts as a tool. You could slowly begin to break at it. But I mean, if it drops off into a natural cavern, like... Okay, so we're going after kobolds. Because,
No,
you
they're
know...
stuck in there. That's fine.
They'll eventually come out of it. Like, our time isn't worth kobolds, and that magma worm that I saw is certainly very interesting and powerful, but... I don't know.
There's no real gain for chasing the kobolds too much, is there? Except the
There wasn't
pleasure
really
of
anything
killing
in
more
here.
kobolds.
I mean, it's pretty interesting that a Duragar was hanging out here, and it apparently had some power to control who knows what purposes it was working for. Maybe I can figure out, but, you know.
No, Zyn wanted to
go,
ask him a few more questions, but then I was like, shoot him!
Might go take a camp outside.
We can go to the base of Mount Uranoth and wait for the inevitable kobold ambush.
We should check that armored kobold. He had a rapier, right?
He had, yes.
A Drow Rapier, I remember.
Yes,
I'll
Drawmake.
take a look at that as we leave.
You rechristen the weapon.
It's a masterwork rapier.
Hooray.
It has actually a mark on it suggesting that this is a weapon probably given to squad sergeants of office. Seems to have been his pride and joy.
So, Masterwork Rapier.
Yes.
Reclaim the fucking rope. Gallop out into more traps.
I suppose we just leave and go camp.
Just because you said the more traps thing.
Yeah. I think so. Reclaim the bell net.
I'm curious why part of this area is now hidden.
Because Jonas didn't want to show it to us.
The darkness
guess
is
not.
coming.
He wanted to fuck with you, obviously.
Oh no, help!
Alauneari's lost, and so is Trislin.
No, they went ahead.
Oh,
Oh, are they? I didn't see Drag Trislin. Okay. The mountain's being swallowed.
We'll leave the kobolds their dirty business and emerge into the glorious sun.
Oh, the glorious glow of the fungal jungle.
we do
From
leave
one
and we
cave
see
into
the
a bigger one.
sunlight, and then we're confused
Ah,
and blinded. I suppose.
help!
Blinded one round and
Yeah.
dazzled.
Sunlight is terribly nasty to you.
How are we supposed to kill the surface elves now? Come on.
Ah, you
I
need to work
suppose
on
to look
that.
like one of them. Can live a whole life.
Did you
Just
kill
doing-
yourself?
With the shame and hatred.
They will
Right.
never know. Then when I'm the
You,
high priestess, they will find out. Or they will be shocked.
Alright, you turn out and retreat to the down to the foot of the mountain.
I guess base camp.
Sure. Yeah, and that's where we end the session.
Sure.
So remember that
Base
whole thing.
camp.
So
Remember
10 days downtime.
10 days.
We've gone through 4 days.
Yep.
Do you remember that whole thing about finding peace?
You remember
Yeah,
that
but-
whole thing about us spending the entire session in Mount Uranoth?
But that's fine, right?
Not seeing
Joe-
one single magma worm.
I mean, we did lose a full hour, so you know.
I mean, do you want to see the magma worm? I mean, you can
No,
probably
maybe
provoke it.
tomorrow.
Zyn wants to see them.
Right.
From a
Tomorrow? Are we having another session tomorrow? Awesome.
Maybe when we're a bit more refreshed.
Which is what you think you provoke it? Insulting it like you did that Wraith.
Yes, that was good insults.
Your mother was a slug and your father was a rock.
No, I said that his mother was something that hid in the closets of children.
Oh, yeah,
and,
yeah.
that his father was so weak a wraith he couldn't even drain a sink.
You said that. I remember you said calling one of his parents a saint at one point. He couldn't scare a little child.
Yep.
That's
It's so weak you
Your
can't
father
even
was a
drain a
saint.
sink.
Yeah,
That was a good one.
that was the one that brought him out.
I guess my natural lies. Of course I can't. It's not a living creature. Oh, damn. Damn.
Oh,
Or it could have been
The
so
raid didn't have that
old.
much intelligence.
What's a sink? Ah,
this
I would
new
explain it to you, but it would
fangled
ruin the joke, you son of a bitch.
You
Yeah,
said
upset.
big trottery.
The fact of the matter is, you're weak. I'm incorporeal. Of course I have a strength of 0. Motherfucker!
So, Didias, yeah, please save the file and send it over to me.
Yep, I can do that.
Rename
Feels
it
weird
for him,
saying that,
too.
doesn't it?
You want it renamed?
Rename it for him. Whether he wants it renamed or not, rename it for him. I did that to Manaki.
Yeah, all these American dates mixed into my,
Yeah, it's
my
confusing.
European dating system.
Like, what is this arcane dating system? Like, what? It makes no sense.
Then I
what
ended
these
up doing
numbers
this. I
mean.
ended up just using the American one because now they were all named that anyway. So. At least
See,
you're renaming all
you're
the others.
caving to his cultural imperialism. You need to fight.
That's not what Danes do.
Fight as the Brits fought you.
There was a serious suggestion at some point during the Cold War that we should just cancel all the military budget and just have a phone that says we surrender on repeat for whoever wants to attack.
It's like, we don't care really. It's just
That's patriotism here.
sure.
There's your nationalism, yeah. So
Here it's all about like
It's like-
paintings of little lakes with deer in them and
Oh, I love little
like
lakes.
little
with
houses with Danish flags and
Uh-huh.
It's like reverse
like-
nationalism.
That's so lovely.
people
Gone.
dancing.
gone was the dream of conquering people. It's like you guys just got that out of your system. Like,
Like it's after Norway was lost to Sweden. It just didn't care anymore. It's true. At that
We give
point,
up.
all Danish culture became like completely self-absorbed about how much we love not having mountains, and like it's completely overcome. Like it really is.
Who needs
overcompensation.
forests anyway?
Even that's when our new national anthem was made, because the old one was like how proud we were for all our mountains. Now we didn't have any mountains anymore, so we just made one about like brooks and fields and like clay and stuff like that. So
our clay is stalwart.
we don't need anything else but this crap. Thank you, Sweden, for taking Norway off our hands. Stupid Napoleon promised us victory.
So is there like an
Are you gonna-
underlying culture of just like blaming Sweden for everything, or is it just
Yes, there is actually. It was Sweden who sold Finland out to Russia and conquered Norway, which means that neither Finland, Norway, or Denmark really like Sweden. Because who wants to be sold out to Russia?
Let me. Every EU4, every Europa Universalis game I've played, Sweden does not sell out to Russia.
I did hear.
Jonas, I've sent you the campaign.
Like, yeah, we'll help you, Russia. If you can take Finland, but we want to take Norway. Then I'm like, yeah, we don't care about that. Still,
Alas.
they did.
So the session was certainly interesting. I do feel as if my character build was vindicated during the session, and then promptly ignored. But still,
Yeah, it did, which was like I don't understand it. Okay.
it's like we went 10 sessions without really using disable device, and then all of a sudden,
Yeah, we meet the one creature that you need to disable device.
And then kobolds.
and really we have no one to blame but ourselves, right? If we had gone to the northern gate as Manaki had initially suggested.
Maybe
Yep.
we would have met kobolds there as well for whatever reason.
When it's a sandbox, it's all Team PC's fault, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
No, the Baroness is allied with the local kobolds.
See, allies with kobolds,
It's like,
seriously?
I have completed my mission. You have no power now. My alliance will break you. Like we have the unique and mysterious Zan and the terrifying predatorious Skizral. He's like,
Oh, yeah,
I
well, I
freed
have
the
kobolds."
slaves and gave them knives and clubs.
I
2,000 kobolds, I will drown you.
Roll.
I mean, really, that's a compliment, right? She was so desperate, she freed the kobold slave camp and threw
Problem
it
is
at
now
us.
we don't have any kobold slaves. So
Who's gonna do all the farming and drawing
Yeah,
water
you know.
to your bath and stuff?
I'm not sure whether the kobolds really go for it. They just, like, fucking peace out like a third party. They just all escape. They make the charge us, and they're like, no, we're good.
like, you
secret
can either
tunnels.
die here or you can join us and continue living.
That's right. There's secret tunnels they've been digging to other caverns with spoons for the past 20 years.
They aren't really slaves. They just kobolds who live there. And they can sort of they just sort of leave, but no one knows because we can't see the difference between two kobolds.
It's like, in their empire, it's like the place people get exiled. Like, you don't know
sent
how to
to
make
Vathis.
traps. You're going to Vathis. No! No!
Please, anything!
It smells so bad of drow.
That's great, you know. Yeah, the drow wouldn't be able to tell the difference between one kobold. They said,
Do we have less kobolds today? I couldn't tell.
we'll have to whip them harder.
I don't think we really
Yes.
count the number of kobolds. I think we just basically have a mine. They're down there, and we just come and get like ore. And if
Like
they don't
food or
have produce,
whatever.
if they don't produce the ore, then we kill some of them, and then they must up the production, right?
They breed in sufficient quantities, it's fine.
Yeah, just
Those kobolds who survive Vathis become hardened veterans. Trained to
Elite kobolds.
withstand any punishment. Yes, elite kobolds. Advanced kobolds.
yes.
Dragon rod.
Capable of casting resist energy upon themselves so they can breathe alchemist fire at their opponents.
Yeah, suicide bombing kobolds, but they don't suicide really.
I want to design a character who does that now. Like, drinks like alchemist fire and just like...
That's good. I'll do my
Spews it.
Kobold Ninja.
I'll do my kobold ninja.
It'll have to be my goblin bard, too. Absolutely.
Yeah, sure.
I can do a great trick!
Poof.
That's his perform skill. Perform fire.
I'm burning. Just kidding.
I
think I would do-
resist energy!
I think I'd probably do Gribbly Prince.
What?
Triple Prince.
Yes.
He's lost like his he
Prince
has
who was
lost his
turned into a
kingdom.
Gribbly by a witch.
Yeah, he has lost his
And he
kingdom.
must
needs to
earn the
be earned
kiss
back.
of a beautiful woman
Yes.
in order to turn into a man again. That's his mission.
Level 1 to 20 is struggling to get someone to
but he's
kiss.
a Gribbly, so it's really difficult.
It's like, charm person! Oh, damn it, it's not something you would do, huh? Dominate
It has to.
person!
Yeah, he has to be of her own free will, and it has to be of true love.
Oh,
It's like,
Gripply, if only there was someone out there who loved you.
And I would like to play that character.
I think
that or a gnome who is like like a huge player.
yeah, such a womanizer. We already have him.
He's like
already
Larry
thought out.
Lizard.
Yeah, a campaign just
Very
full
lounge,
of ridiculous characters would be really fun, I think.
But that's it. It's like
Let's have a look through the. Let's have a look for all the possible reasons.
a
It's like-
campaign about have just fun.
Oh, we don't do that? Shit.
Well, usually here it gets very serious. You know?
Right.
And I like that usually, but it could be fun to try one that's just sort of the wacky
Did you
high
like-
adventure of.
As D&D keeps trying to sell us on, right?
Wacky hijinks. None of this grim dark.
There are
serious.
clear lines between good and evil. The goblin with a heart of gold, yes.
Yeah, the goblin with a heart of gold, the kobold ninja, the charming, womanizing gnome sorcerer.
That's fucking... I can imagine him, too. That pisses me off.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Like,
Hey, ladies,
here's
my
a token
king.
for him.
Yeah, we have a token. We have a whole backstory for him.
So, I'll prestidigitate you anytime.
He's such a hero, and like he charms all the women in the whole kingdom. It's like of course he's sleeping with like the princess,
So,
and he's always traveling and always sneaky. So the only way the king knows to actually get a hold of him if he needs him is to go to his daughter's bedroom, because that's where he always find him.
I can magic mouth you whenever I want. That's not even how that spell works.
Oh, that's how it works for me, baby. Oh, don't you trust me? Look at my smile.
I can prestidigitate you on my tongue anytime. Ah, damn it.
Away!
I must go my
Don't
hipster
need
planet.
a large person to perform.
Yes. Some parts don't need to be enlarged, if you know what I'm saying.
Right.
That's not even a euphemism.
No.
That's just straight up.
That's just
Actually, I don't get what you're saying. What is he saying?
I have a
Show
lot
me.
of feats.
usually I'm not on the goblin, but you know,
Yeah.
But I
The
can.
large penis, if you know what I'm saying.
for curiosity's sake, I'm nothing but an educator.
Exactly. Look at my smile.
I have big ears.
Let me show you the verdant banner. Yeah, it'd be great.
I want to see that character now so that I can hurt him. It's like the drow rake. I just want to fucking.
Oh yeah, I think that was the case in Way of the Wicked, where we actually saw the token. We all were like, "That we have to kill him first. Just go for him."
Yeah.
His
well, let me
face
know.
is just
Sure.
so. Ah,
The character build was like made for annoying people as well. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, he has all these crappy illusion things that he could do, like, and he was real creative with them. Yeah, didn't get to do any of that.
And when we got to his ship and took it over, we went down and found this like love nest at the bottom of the ship.
oh yeah.
It's like heart-shaped bed and like a huge portrait of
Oh.
himself over it. Oh,
He should have had a mirror on the ceiling above his bed too.
oh, what a character.
Yeah,
What a cad.
Yeah. Oh, it's too bad he died in that pit.
What a shame.
fate of many an NPC. Their story untold.
He went up against Zacharias.
True stories untold. The hidden life of non-player characters.
Yeah. How often have you had a non-player character with like backstory and everything, and they just die? Oh,
Well, you know, there was that dragon that kind of just appeared and then died in one round. And
In,
we have no idea what it was all about.
Oh.
in all these years, I've had a few. It's like, I'll just reuse it. I'll find another character to attach it to.
no, his descendant shows up.
At the beginning, I'd get pretty despondent, but now I was like, if it's content they've never seen, they won't know that I'm reusing it. So if I
It's
can...
true. It's true. Yeah, but that party, gnome sorcerer, and then we go my kobold ninja, and
Goblin Bard.
the goblin bard.
You got
Yeah.
my grinning goblin bard.
Let's put a smile on our face. Oh, can't use that. It's copyright.
Scalper, sponge, magic wand.
Oh god.
Whee!
Oops.
I'll use my wand if you know what I'm saying.
I'll have to design him with like low intelligence too. I'm not used to having characters with low intelligence, but he's got to be like slow, right? Like, what do you
I
say?
do charmingly because he has high charisma because he's a bard.
Or at
So
least like like low wisdom, or at least like something that he doesn't get it. Like all the gnomes jokes, like
yeah.
what is he even saying? Kobold just shakes his head.
What are you talking about a banner all the time? I don't understand.
You're not even carrying one of those. It's bigger than you.
Yes,
that's
it
what I've
is.
been
So
saying all
that's
along.
what she said, yes.
If I inspire confidence in you, will you make more sense? I'll inspire confidence. No! What does that even mean?
Oh, I'm getting inspired, if you know what I'm saying.
I always do the thing where whenever they meet like a female NPC,
Yeah.
always.
Always tries to get her into bed.
It's like
It
one of the
always
most
works.
powerful characters we've ever met. She's like a fucking lich, and she's
And like, the ghost lich queen goddess of Geb.
I hear
He's
that
like-
Banshee's a
Harlot
real
Queen of
screamer. What?
Usually etherealness wouldn't be my thing, but I think I have a spell just for that.
I want you inside of me.
I won't has enough charges for you and your sister.
I've got enough ectoplasm to go around. What?
Let me show you.
And then she's like, what? And he's like, away! And he
Away! He
jumps on
uses
his airship and like,
Yep, his rope
Flies
tricks to
away.
get up to his airship.
oh, that's all I need.
Yep, they fly away.
You need to have that airship and that sort of always like have it outside. So you can jump out the window and grab a rope.
Yeah.
Maybe
It always hovers just
Way.
outside every window, so you can crash through every window.
Like grab
Fly
the thing
away
and
with it.
fly away.
he secretly
Even on
fears
the ground floor.
he secretly fears women who are forward with him. It like makes him feel uncomfortable. Like if they respond in kind and start saying stupid shit, like whoa.
That's a little bit freaky. I don't know what to say.
I gotta go. You know,
Away!
duty calls. Yeah, away.
He's like, I have I have fresh sheets just for you, and she's like, yeah, let's go. And he's like, oh.
Away!
I just forgot I have an important away. Rope
My
tricks.
airship needs new tires, and that's for some reason really urgent.
Just like rope tricks away. Please just let her go away. Just let her walk away. Just let her walk away.
No one is here.
This has a map of Galarian, and like all the cities have pictures of the local rulers, sort of immediate female family.
Yep.
And sort of a little some of them have like red crosses over them, and others have little sort of points.
If you check out,
And he'd just be like the douche, really.
this is from the session where we found his portrait. If you go to around 17 minutes and 40 seconds, you can see his token sort of blown up because Manaki wanted us all to bask in his face once again.
Alright. I'll have to look at that later.
Yep, but that's
It's
his.
a great token.
Oh, it's such a look at that face. It's like,
The campaign sent through, Jonas.
my king. Away.
Let's see. So we've got 3 members. I guess we got 4 with the Gripling. There you go. It's a full party.
Yeah.
I mean,
So an arcane caster,
Yep.
a rogue ninja type,
Yep. The
a
kobold.
support, and the last one was what?
The Gripply was the last.
You know,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
can
To
have
make
the
it
Gripling
Gripling
be
You'd
whatever
be
you
like,
want.
you'd
or
have to be
something.
like a proud warrior.
You're right. You know, this prince of
totally.
like, you know, who dreams of defending his homeland from the approaching whatever horde, and
Yeah, and he just gets, he's so serious. He gets laughed out loud as soon as he tries to show his noble spirit.
that could be it. Despite him looking so funny, he has no funny bone in him. He's just completely stone faced about everything.
We must go now. Hurry.
Yeah,
Time
that's this
is-
super heroic
Time
voice.
is nigh. And like he's like, rah. And people
And
are like,
then the gnome is like, but I'm in the middle of a conversation with this lady.
You cannot threaten me, evildoer! I will defeat you! No.
they're just like, seriously, guys, really?
I will not hide from darkness and shadow. I stride forth, knowing that true righteousness is on my side.
But Prince, maybe I should scout first. I'm in traps.
I can't impress. I can't inspire walking stone. And in the brave Griply just run.
Stop singing!
I have
I
quite
will
the
stab
knack
I
for
will
spotting
backstab my own
traps,
ears
if you
just
know
to
what
make
I
it stop.
mean.
Oh, it'd be great, right? We need a DM for this.
We should pick some outside DM.
Yes,
Just
we should.
force Jake to do it or something.
Oh yeah,
Random.
Oh, he'd love it,
I
right?
Pope.
Yeah, but
iPhone.
iPhone will be the DM. Oh, he will try to make us do things, and we will just completely ignore it. Oh,
Like begin like if you come in a cave and find a yeti, begin hitting on the yeti.
yeah,
You know,
Yes,
Harry isn't that bad.
until he finds out he's actually a male.
Oh, you know.
I got a
who'd go-
spell for that too.
Yeah.
Oh, I can.
I knew this belt would come in handy.
Here, just put this. There we go.
Like,
Do
Aw.
I?
like the steal action to put the belt on the character.
And I
Or
see
you can
the,
or you cast that spell that offers an item to someone and then makes them use it right after.
and I see the kobold ninja is pretty skittish. He's always super nervous. Like twitching basically.
I'm imagining Tweak from South Park.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but Tweet from South Park basically.
He's always worried, he's never able to do his thing because the gnome is always trying to hit on someone in the Griply. He's always fucking with the stealth.
Yeah, but when he does something, like he is capable, like superior, like freaking awesome things, and then when he does, he's like he's even surprised himself.
How did you do? Oh, obviously, I inspired you.
I just tried to get away from the screams you make.
Yep, I'm the best.
Oh, you get used to the screams after a while.
You keep saying things in that voice. What does that even mean?
We must not bother with that. We must go now, my fellow adventurers.
Move, my friends. Our quest is ahead.
That's right. We
I'm
must
not
reclaim the
finished
lost
pulling out the
glory.
teeth. I mean, I
Shall
need a
find
teeth.
the lady of the lake and acquire the sword of truth.
Do
And
we
I
need to-
will find my love.
Maybe I can steal something from the lake lady. She had rings. I remember that. Hmm.
Oh, I have something I want to steal from that lady.
Round.
Why do you
Oh, I
want to
can't
steal
stop
from a
thinking
nice lady
of
who lives in a lake?
euphemism for everything.
I mean,
yeah, it's
I
just
mean, there's
like
no
that.
reason to even
This is-
steal from her. That's not very nice.
And of course, he's completely not smooth when he's talking to you, but when he meets someone, like, there's the magical charm and domination spells and whatnot. Like, control outsider.
Hello, angel.
Yes.
I can take you to heaven if you like.
Oh.
And so the goblin never sang for the gnome again.
I don't want to go in there anymore and help him.
Then
I'm sorry.
Looking in there.
It's like level 14.
I finally get what he meant all this madness. I don't like it.
his room is just like leopard carpet.
Yeah, it's like Leisure Suit Larry
like-
stuff. It's just
Like there's this pole, and no one really knows what he does with it.
just the tackiest.
Yeah, like completely.
And you have so many
Like a
manacles. in
huge
your-
heart-shaped bed,
Yeah.
like
Manacles in your
constant
bed. Isn't that?
raining down flower petals and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's a magical effect. Just these rose petals.
He opens the door with a rose in his mouth.
Yeah.
Such a
Raising
thing
his
is
eyebrow.
impractical and insecure. How can you survive against thieves and assassins who try to defeat us on our glorious quest?
Defeat me? Oh, surely you jest. Look at me. I am marvelous. Away.
Why does he keep saying away?
He says in his own
Then he
room, then
leaves.
jumps out of the window.
Yeah,
It's like
up to
yeah,
airship
it's-
flies away.
or like
And then you're
like
left alone in his room.
invisible.
the soft like twinkling sound that is like enchanted around the bed as well. And the petals.
Sort of
Unseen
consider
servant.
sitting down, but that would just be weird.
That'd be you know where those sheets have been. Ugh.
Looking around nervously.
But the worst thing
He
would be
actually doesn't
you
know-
where the sheets have been.
He actually doesn't know prestidigitation. He just illusions it away.
Yeah. Oh, just caked in there.
Oh.
You actually sit down thinking it's clean.
It's like, oh, these are very. Oh no,
Wish.
they're
Just
stuck
stand
to
up
me
and later
now.
find out, that it's still stuck to your back sheet.
Come back.
Just the goblin goes out, just like moving super stiffly, like shivers, like.
Actually walks out.
I got my head caught in this. I don't know what this does. Can you, why are you looking at Can you help me get this off?
It's actually not so thick. Yes, looks at it and just.
Help, please?
No,
It must be a plot. Someone is trying to
I'm not touching that.
send us against each other.
Yes, a plot. Can help?
Oh, no, invisibility! Poof!
It must be the Count of Kaisiknu. We should move at once.
I can't get it
It's not
off!
safe.
Oh, the Count! I bedded his wife and daughter at the same time, don't you know?
Having trouble
Away!
getting it off, my friend?
Yep.
I don't have that problem at all.
What does that even mean? Help me! Wait, if I sing to myself, little goblin, you can
Don't
get
worry,
this
you're not the
off your
first
head.
one who has been clinging to the sheet. You know what I mean?
Heard from a corner.
Should I get you a pillow to bite as well? Hmm?
help?
I don't have a pillow. I have this thing stuck in my head. Why is it so big?
Of course, the hero should actually not have a manly voice. He should have a gripply voice.
There we go. That should be the goblin's
must
job
move
in
away
life.
now.
To constantly, like, create layups for the gnome to just, like, slam into the hoop.
Yep.
That's what he enjoys about him.
Oh, come on, he's not even that big. I'm as big as he is.
Oh yeah, it's great.
It's all about the distribution of mass.
Oh, doggy. Oh, no. Bad touch. Oh, no. Get away. Ah!
The kobold's just hiding around behind the corner somewhere, sharpening his knife, just muttering to himself,
As
twitching
the
like
goblin gets chased around by dogs.
Only a question about time. Fail.
So many things to do. Sharp. As the goblin runs, screaming with like a sheet stuck to him and a dog chasing after.
Ripley sternly looking at maps in his heroic armor with that stupid frog head sticking out of it.
And he tries. He had such a manly, heroic voice
Yeah,
before
like-
he turned into a
big-
goblin.
Quit scuffling about. We need to handle this danger facing us.
Exactly.
The
What
evil
now?
necromancer rests within the boglands just ahead.
Don't you actually belong there?
No, I'm a great for the 19th time.
But, okay.
This curse!
The kobold like whispered, why did I see you catching flies with your tongue before? So offensive.
Not actually that bad. I mean, if you're desperate for food, I mean.
Catching flies with his tongue? I taught him all he knows.
But using the tongue.
Okay.
I think I could do a sufficiently confused goblin. I can handle
Yeah.
that.
I think this is great.
I'm not sure whether fantasizing about this is better than actually doing it. I don't know whether the anticipation of the moment would be ruined. then again, Manaki and I thought that about the sexual innuendo session.
There you go. It was the greatest thing ever. Yeah, so, post below in the comments if you want to DM this and lose your sanity.
We will find things for you.
But yeah, it would be fun. Yes, the completely ridiculous,
It would have to have a good story.
glint in
fit
the
for-
eye, humorous, yes, light-hearted campaign.
Would be a nice contrast.
I don't know whether I could DM that. I'm pretty serious, all things considered.
I
I am
could.
usually too. Very
Probably.
serious, but it's a change of pace, right? That's what's interesting.
Didn't really very political stuff, but just to allow this to be, yeah. I don't know, again, the image of someone just doing the jumping, like saying something, and everyone's just looking at him, and then he jumps out the window and swings on a rope to an airship.
Does
Like,
that every
that's
time.
the moment I want.
Yeah, he does that every time. He just shows
That's
up randomly
That's the gimmick, right?
and then throws himself out the window.
It says something completely like scandalous,
Yeah.
or
The
like
king is like,
comes
"What?"
out, with like lipstick all over his face or something like that. Like he's been sleeping on the throne or something.
I tell you what, I'll make this promise to you guys. You can, once the dust settles from these tabletop games, and you can cobble together some players to form a party who's capable of handling this with serious business. I can flagship this. I can captain it.
Oh goodness.
Oh really?
Yeah,
You're the captain.
I will make that vow that I will be the DM of such a thing if it occurs.
Oh goodness. Well, better get your gnome charms on, Manaki.
Happy to.
My king.
The fucking sleazy avatar you have, and you too, Jonas.
I know. Away!
The Goblin Bard can just be your patron instead of a player character.
Oh god, our patron deity.
Well, I wasn't thinking about
Yes.
patron deity, just like this fund. Like a
The patron deity.
it could be too. It's like he like visits you all and inspires you all.
I could totally do.
Everyone's like, God damn it, not again him.
The goblin bard. I practically invented
But
goblin voice.
But you're Kobold Ninja, man.
Yeah, I know. I like it.
You might have done that goblin voice in Summer of Fun, but you didn't have the insistence of making a bard for this game.
It's true.
Maybe I need to create a character. Maybe I'll have a boss.
Well, interesting. I like the idea. I like the idea of the possibility of this happening sometime. It's something I can fantasize about.
So in between book 1 and book 2.
Book 2.
In the 5 years between book 1 and
Yeah,
book 2.
basically, it's coming out 2000 never. Favorite date. Oh, well,
So have they not reached their deadline yet?
No.
And so our journey begins.
Have they reached their extended deadline yet?
yeah, because the goblin is of course the chronicler also of this adventure.
Oh god.
They can't really write, so it's just this war garble.
He's just like he's terrified. Like he writes the words and they'll be
Oh,
stolen
yeah.
out of his head. So it's like
Yes.
he just like draws pictures of like the stupid
Like,
shit like the gnome says. Like he's
yeah.
trying to make sense out of it.
Yep.
I imagine if it was an adventure path, the first book would be like all the play, where the goblin would be like the guy who tells what's going on, and then in the end of the play, something happens and like they grab ropes and swing to their airship and leave.
Away!
Then you begin to actually play the game.
Yes.
And so it came to pass. Now, never write down these words. Always share them with your children, or else the demons will steal them out of your mind. Anyway, as I was saying,
Noble Prince Frog.
this Cripply, who apparently thinks himself to be human, whatever. So, he,
Prince Sadrian the Third
There we go.
of
Of Saintsbridge.
Oh god. I just thought of some interaction.
Saintbridge Keep or something like that.
Saint-
The Whitestone Halls.
Yeah. That's the most noble name you can craft for him.
Oh
I
god,
don't, I don't think he's heard there, but who am I to judge, right? Anyway.
I will have you know, good sir, that my family tree stretches back to the first kings of this country.
It's like, yeah, I bet.
oh god, I just thought of something.
But
If
stretches back to the swamp.
You know, sometimes I think you make less sense than the gnome. I mean, I don't even know.
I don't know, just imagine for the Gripply load. If someone was playing like, you know, this nice looking like human female, and just like the entire every single session is just them trying to hit on the female. On the other part.
Actually, they've like saved the princess, right?
Yeah.
And he's like, "Oh, my lady, I shall take you to your father.
No.
You should be right here with Landis." He's like, and then the gnome like moves in.
Yep.
Oh, don't worry, let me, my lady.
My lady,
There is plenty of room on my horse.
And then my goal the entire time is trying to find a way to stop you guys hitting.
And no one, everyone's like, oh, I guess that, and then again, of course, the king finds the.
Like gnome swings
gnome
on
is
top of
better,
the horse.
but-
She giggles.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you're so funny, and he's like, oh.
Oh, I know.
You know, he seems
Oh, I
very
live.
nice. He's always escorting these people back home. I mean,
Don't worry, my allies. Like everyone else is like super wounded and such. She's like, I'll take it from here. And, like,
You
rides
don't need to
away.
worry. I will return.
I'll deliver the princess.
okay, see you tomorrow.
I might be late.
Okay.
Like the grin.
the kobold ninja.
The prince is like,
It's like the Gripply knows what he's doing and seething the entire time.
it's
The
like
kobold
stolen his
snickers.
chance.
Goblin doesn't get it. Like
Okay, bye.
until level 14.
Uh-oh.
That's what he's doing.
I mean, basically, the Gripply would be like, you basically play like a noble paladin,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but like, and you're really serious, and you take the campaign and story is completely serious, and except you're a Gripply.
That's right. You're the straight man here.
Like people react to you being a Gripply, which is
And he's so noble-hearted and like just that the things he say, like when the others hear him, they just can turn him into complete laughter because the gnomes are always twist this into some weird innuendo.
That's right. You would need a straight man who could constantly handle the stupid innuendo and not break.
and be completely serious about it. I could make a good Gripply voice. That sounds like a heroic knight, but who's been turned to a Gripply.
It's like It's a curious side effect. It's just like this voice that, is so, powerful and projecting its greatness just coming from this weird face.
Yep.
He stands, you see sort of the silhouette of something swinging behind him, stand there with his cape and everything.
Yeah.
Like the sun appears, and like it's the you see it from the bottom, like strong legs and everything, and then like you got like there's this frog face from that
Fucking frog
page.
from Chrono Trigger.
Yeah, and that's exactly what I've been thinking all this time. It's Frog from...
I'm thinking that when you showed me that picture of the majestic Gripply,
I love that moment of me finding it.
he was like standing there like, yes, I don't think it's funny either.
Look, I'm not the one who designed me. These are
I-
the same fuckers who cram Bestiary 4 down your throat. Just work with me, alright?
Oh, I don't have his token here around.
Still got it too. I thought about changing my profile picture the other day.
I had it like that for a while.
I know.
Oh, that's silly Gripply.
I'm not so good with that voice. I can't do. I'm too manly to go that high.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Manaki had a good frog voice with that dude that lived in the cellar of the horn.
What, dude?
The frog guy. What was his name? Sakimo.
Zakumo or something.
Person.
Very much slithering. Oh, this is Gripply.
Yeah, that's the heroic paladin, right?
Yep.
Mm.
You can actually justify having a character in this campaign with profession masseuse.
There you go.
Yes, you can.
Well, of course, like again, the gnome spends his skill points on this completely ridiculous skill ranks, right? He's like, yeah, of course.
Well,
I need,
Fucking sorcerer, right?
how would I otherwise relieve the tension of the princess? Hmm?
I know many techniques acquired from the ancient East.
I guess being caught by a dragon is stressful. Okay. Have fun. Shall I sing?
And the kobold is like, yes, you should follow
Oh, yeah.
after them, you see, and sing, because when you see the first garment is being thrown away, that is when you should start singing, because that is when inspiration is needed the most. And sort of nods,
Super
maybe.
serious face, and then beams up to a smile.
Okay.
Take this token, open it, and just zoom in on the eye. You can sort of see at the bottom. There's like this little twitch. It's like he's just looked in the mirror, like the mouth is just sort of down. He's really unhappy, and you can just see the eye just having the twitch.
He just like breaks into these bouts of depression. Why am I stuck with the rest? Drowns himself in alcohol, like drinks the entire bar dry.
And he can't drink because he's an amphibian, huh?
It's like he doesn't get intoxicated. It was like Dullboard whenever he found out that he was undead and couldn't get drunk. So he drank all of the expensive bottles of wine that we could sell.
Oh yeah.
That was a fun moment.
Oh man.
Oh, this is great. This is a good thing we have here.
Glad we got the fantasy going. So how many experience points did we earn for our
Oh, gosh darn it.
Mahar?
I mean, you have the campaign by this point.
Absolutely riveting endeavor of
Fighting through a mine.
so much for glory.
Mm.
So, did we get less done than you expected yesterday?
Well, naturally Jonas has no idea what to expect every week. Or every other week, it seems.
Especially if we don't tell him.
Yeah,
So,
I am
for this session,
disappointed
we're going
in
back to-
Team BC. Come on, you guys talk more than I do to you.
So now we're going back to Faster Vault.
That's what we should just tell him next week. We're going back to Fasterville. What? Okay.
Tell me that 1 hour before we start.
That's right.
Like,
It's
oh,
like,
We actually decided to surrender to buffers.
don't we remind you of your students? I mean, we gotta delay book 2 until it comes out, so come on. We just dragged this game on for like 19 more weeks.
What more can we talk about in Vothis?
Like level 9.
This new carpet, so I don't really like it.
I'm going to grind wolves in the jungle until I get to level 9.
So we kill them, I make them undead, then we kill them again.
I release them from my control so that they count as experience points.
Oh no,
It's
they're
an encounter if I forget about them.
We wait. We tell them to wait here. We walk away for about a mile. We release them from control and come back.
Yes.
Foolproof plan.
Oops, I seem to have found more enemies to defeat. My bad. Guess I better polish this off.
Let's speak at length about polishing. The ceiling cracks open and an airship comes in and a gnome is on the airship. Let me tell you something about polishing.
Open shirt.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, look at them right there. They look like pretty dark elves.
Away!
Hold person.
I see it like he would sort of get in there, say something really, really sort of insulting or something, and then wait for the response.
Yeah, so you can see the shocked expression. It's like, what?
If it's negative, if it's like negative or problematic, he'd do the away and then somehow like teleport or just jump out of the window and swing away.
Yep.
People are like, damn you!
Damn you! It's like, away! I'll see you next year, my king. And again, if the king actually, because they are heroes, they help the kingdom.
Yeah, exactly.
But
He needs them.
Yeah,
Damn
he
it!
needs them. But the only way he knows how to contact them is to go to the prince's bedroom, because that is always where he finds them. And he's always like, what is that? What it looks like, my king? And the princess is like curled up naked and like giggling like, hee. And king's like, what? Away.
He like grabs the rope and is about to swing out the window. Wait.
I need your help, my king. Of course.
Don't swing that way.
What?
He's like, what?
Oh, it's so great. Also, I do think that gnome would probably swing anyway. He could.
Yes, of course. Which would probably be much to the mystification of his party members. I guess we may have been taken captives by the bugbears, but that is more opportunity than
you should see it as an opportunity, indeed.
Savor the local delegate.
Yes.
Oh, God.
When in Rome, you do as the Romans.
That's apparently where Tina's character in Way of the Wicked came from, right? She was raised by bugbears.
Oh.
Look
at this fetching specimen.
Have you folks developed her bugbear path? Return to the bugbears. They've all been destroyed by something.
The problem is that Rahal lived so much longer than bugbears that all the ones she's known are probably dead by old age by now.
No.
Like she has lived through her childhood through like 5 generations. Because they lived to be like 20.
Right.
So, like...
Nasty, brutish, and short is the life of bugbears.
Yep, like the natural state that Thomas Hobbes.
I remember your great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-grandfather.
I was
very ashamed.
I killed him.
Oh,
good times.
To a bugbear, like an elf must look like an immortal being.
Maybe they live longer. Maybe, you could have this quest of like the bugbear wizard who tries to find the secret of immortality before his time runs out.
But he knows that a human wizard usually has to be like 20, 30 years old before he's level 1.
That's right.
So he's really stressed out.
He's like this fucking prodigy. He's like, oh god, oh god, oh god.
Time is running out.
Maybe,
Like
maybe.
he has this hourglass with him
All the time, yeah.
Whenever someone's talking, he's just taking it out and looking at it and then freaking out.
It's like,
Waste my time, I gotta go.
Look!
he doesn't care about social interaction or conversation. The gnome's all
feel
like
it.
wants to stay in like town for like weeks, and Bubber's like, no.
No, where did you go?
And of course, he
realize,
really
like, holding up
wants,
the-
like,
Holding up
The-
the hourglass to him, like shaking, like, do you realize?
and of course, he is really out to become a lich. But to do that, he has to find the secrets of life and death from the lich they're hunting.
Right.
So he has like he says it's just because of some other reason.
The grip really loves hanging out with him because he's so pressured to go out and be a go-getter and defeat evil and everything.
Yes, let's hurry, let's move. It's very important. Like what's important? Like I have to pick up my dry cleaning afterwards.
You what?
And it's very important that I do it.
That's
quickly.
all wizardly shit. You wouldn't understand it, but let's do this.
I'm a bugbear, and I lived with my tribe, and we're always very evil and bad, and I will redeem myself. The paladin's like, yes,
Yes,
that's a
the
perfect
noble
explanation.
thing.
I mean, since apparently we're playing this like non-standard drow party, we could play this non-standard band of normally evil races who are out to fight injustice and change the world. Or in the goblins' opinion, just
And of course, fight a lich because that's the most iconic sort of
Sure,
Right.
that's how you...
in a dragon, a red dragon,
red dragon.
Yes, that'd be great. Oh, the kobold would love to
the-
fight a red dragon.
and we'll have to fight.
The cornet tyrant or something like
I
that.
say yes, and the brain shuckers.
Yeah. No, the big
There's like
one.
a
It's like
council of evil. They sit around a big round table.
led by the Crimson Tyrant, which is the red dragon.
In the great hall of the Council of Evil,
Yes.
My
Away!
God.
it's Solomon and Grundy sit.
The banner verdant has once again foiled our plans.
Curse them!
Broke the ritual of the holy site and freed the princess from the dragon's claws.
The kobold defecated on the altar.
Not again.
Oh.
Can you believe such a thing occurs as if we could possibly tolerate handling all of the world's evils with such horrendous help?
I could do that magnificently, like, sleazy evil voice that Jonas loves so much.
I love it.
Like the players also play the villains
There
when
you
they
go.
sit at the meetings. They role play the
The villains, yeah.
I give you all your personality quirks and you make something.
You have to. There has to be all the evil Ifriti who's like has a turban and it's like everything's just stereotypical, right?
Yeah. Exactly, he's like Arabian Night type
More
stuff.
reports came of fools trying to steal our babies and make wishes out of them.
That gnome, I will never forget his smile. It
He
makes
will
me
be jealous.
seethe.
They did not only steal all our pesh,
makes me
but they
seethe.
smoked the entire thing in one day.
The fucking, the
Of course
fucking,
they did.
The fucking, like, roof, like, rips open, the gnome appears. That's not all I'll make seethe. Away!
Away!
How does he keep doing that?
No.
Yeah, he arrives on his airship and then teleports away, leaving his airship there.
Maybe we should have the
Then comes
slave-
back later. Sorry, I forgot this here.
It is the airship of dramatic sort of appearance.
Exits. Yeah.
It's like,
A dramatic exit.
completely
whenever-
useless for anything else except for, like,
Whenever you
Every time pipes
require
out,
a dramatic
you know,
exit, it will teleport away with you.
like greater teleport.
Yeah.
Every time he dives off a cliff or out the window, the ship is always there.
Yeah. But you don't. It's like an intelligent artifact that has
Yeah.
its own sense of drama.
Exactly.
So sometimes it's not there if it doesn't think it's appropriate.
and the gnome
always
has
just with him,
has been trying to romance the ship for
Yeah,
years.
of course, it's his lady, and the ship is always talking to him.
What I
about-
always return to, you know.
And because the ship is so mysterious and enigmatic, and he can't predict when it's going to arrive, it just turns him on even more, and like makes
Yeah,
him really
like,
pursue it.
Yeah.
I guess it's the chase he really loves, and once he catches it, he's like,
I mean, once he's had it, he doesn't care anymore.
away.
Yeah, after that, it's away!
Yeah, so he's romancing his dramatic exit ship. Or it has to be called something really amazing, like the ship of...
Yeah, the ship of the Radiant Dawn. I don't know.
Something like that.
Yeah. I guess each character could have his own name for it, right? Like the Grippling, like,
Yeah.
this is the ship of...
The Lightbringer.
Yeah, Lightbringer. Exactly. It's the love boat, don't you know?
Oh, yes. She's a lady.
She's a lady.
And then the ship actually turns out to be sentient.
Look, I
It
know
is.
what
Yeah,
your ship
it is
saying
sentient, of
here.
course.
Your
Oh,
ship
it is,
saying-
of course.
No, it's sentient and it's male.
Male.
It's self-male.
Well,
It's like this shard of this ancient Avoral. Yeah, like this imperial lord that has somehow been imprisoned in the form of this ship.
but he can't talk. He can only talk with emotions.
Yeah.
So we
So-
now go to work. Got to go. Work.
The ship just shakes.
Whenever the ship gets upset, it just slams the doors on you.
The goblin walks around, the doors just slam into him like, shut up. Just this bruised and battered, but he's happy. It's like, things are happening.
I
That's
think
fun.
he loves me.
Dude, the broom on the ship flies at him when he starts seeing too much.
Yeah. Oh, it loves me. It was too hard.
You might talk to the ship, but does the ship talk to you?
Like huge eyes as it says it.
It's like, huge eye, like the grinning, like, sharpened teeth.
Yeah.
Time to sing an old favorite. Doggy meat. Maybe,
Throw the cutlery drawer.
that's right. Maybe we should make this more.
The twitchy
adventurous.
kobold
We
just
shall
dives
we shall
on top
use
of her.
Lightbringer to attack from above. Her name is like Soft Wave. How do you know? Oh, he like blushes a bit.
Soft waves
Oh,
to
we
attack from
have.
above, but we're not in the ocean.
The name is the Silken Wave for.
You'll find me in the engine room.
If you know what I'm saying.
I mean, gnomes are
I'll
known to
be oiling up the
mechanics.
machinery.
Okay. He means he's gonna have sex with it, right?
The twitchy kobold nods. Yes, goddamn, yes. That's all you want.
The ship slams doors, very
It's
upset
like,
at this.
it's like, how many times do I have to tell you this?
Yes. I don't know how he does it, but he does it.
I've-
I saw it once, you know.
There's no
like-
need to get excited. It's okay.
Twitching like his eyes twitch.
The goblin tries to console him and calm him down. The goblin is like his only like salve. Like they calm down the kobold with song.
It's okay. No need to worry. Everything will be alright.
It's vein that constantly like pulses.
Well,
Goblin like sticks out this little stubby finger.
And somehow, for some reason, it works. Like it's.
Like he's talking to the vein itself. Shh.
It's okay.
I'm gonna go now.
This has derailed me awfully. I will
I know.
also.
Jonas has been trying to leave for the past half hour and it hasn't worked.
Keep talking. Keep developing this. If it's gonna happen, it should be done with style.
Yeah. That's
Which
all
we
this is
lack,
about.
but I'm sure we can come up
Yes.
with something.
What we don't have in style, we can make up for in sleaziness and like
That's right. That's right.
stupid innuendos.
If you
Yeah.
put enough effort into an amateur attempt, then it shines through anyway, right?
Exactly. So you can diamond in the rough.
Oh, I'll talk to you. Thanks for the session.
Yes, we're all looking forward to this now.
Yeah, bye-bye.
Bye bye.
Oh, man. Well, it was nice to play a game while I was more awake. However, I really suffered from not running my air conditioner for so long. I try and then I cut it off so not to inconvenience, I guess, the other folks at the table. A bit shorter than our normal sessions. We did spend a lot of time bullshitting there at the end. This video went on way longer than what I thought it would. It's gonna be a little aggravating to upload. But I hope you folks enjoyed yourselves. I did too. It's nice to have a session get together. I cluck and scold folks from time to time. I am an abrasive, condescending asshole. I did get on the other 80% of the group for not fucking deciding what we were gonna do before the session started. But again, you know, I didn't put forth anything either until today when I asked them. Well, hopefully we'll have our session. We should have one on Easter weekend. Jonas asked us about that before we got started. And we're not that far away from completing this book. And with book 2 appearing to not appear anytime soon, there's a tabletop void which might need to be filled with something else. And it might very well be.
I don't know.
My throat just can't handle that.
I can do this better.
And this, hello.
I think I'm trying to mime Jonas, that's it. And instead of finding my own comfort, that's it. I can't parody things. I have to find my own niche and go with it, like I have with everything else in life. You what, mate? See you all later.